Today, we are checking into Port Orleans French Quarter. I'm going to be showing you the new updated rooms, filling you in on everything you need to know about the resort, and of course we'll be exploring all of the food offerings. But did I book this stay only so I could get the cookies and cream beignets one last time? Maybe. I am so excited to be doing a little spooky staycation here at French Quarter. This is one of my favorite resorts at Disney World, and I haven't stayed here in so long. I love the overall vibe of this resort, and I especially love the food. The gumbo, the jambalaya, the beignets, all some of my favorite foods at Disney World. And now that I mentioned beignets, you guys all know that my favorite Disney World food of all time is the cookies and cream beignets that they bring out every Halloween season here at the French Quarter. The last day to get these beignets is on Halloween, so the day of posting this video is your final day to come out here and try them out. And last year I was here on Halloween to get them and give my final farewell. I made a video of it, and this year I figured I need to up the game. I need to actually stay here and get them for the final time. So that is exactly what we are going to do. And this time is going to be extra special because they actually just started refurbishing all of the rooms here at the resort. So we're actually going to be in one of the brand new, freshly updated rooms, which I haven't even seen yet. And with that being said, I think it is time to go check out our room. I got here early before check-in time, which is usually at 3 o'clock, and our room was ready before then. So I guess it's not too busy. And I wanted to let you guys know on a little secret hack that I use when I'm staying at Disney resorts. The key is to never check in online or on the app. Now, this is not a guarantee or something that is going to be able to happen every time. Of course, it's going to depend on availability, but this is just something that I've had really good luck with. When I check in person at the front desk, my room is usually ready a little bit earlier, and you could kind of make certain room requests, and if they have availability, of course, they'll be able to help you out. If not, then they're not going to be able to help you out. But like I said, I've had really good luck with this. So when I got here at about noon, I checked in and I asked them if there was any availability in the newer rooms, and they let me know that my room was ready, but I was in one of the older rooms, but they were able to switch me to one of the newer rooms, and my room was ready then too. So just ask, of course, be patient with the cast members. Like I said, they can't always help you out on that, but that's just a little trick that I've used to have better luck when checking into Disney resorts. And since our room is ready, it's time to head up there and give you guys a new room tour. This is the spot. Let's check out this room. Wow, fancy. To be totally honest, I haven't even looked at any previews of these room upgrades. That's why I was so excited to kind of get in here and check everything out, but I haven't even looked at any photos or anything online. But man, this room is beautiful. And I mean, it is just your typical Disney hotel room here, Disney moderate resort room, but I love all of the little details. They give you beads when you check in, some Mardi Gras beads, and that is right below these posters of the beads flying in Princess and the Frog. Look, we've got Tiana and Naveen up there, Lewis down here. I love that artwork there, and it's just a small touch, it's not in your face, but it's just a small touch, and honestly, I think it's perfect. We've got our little bench here with the table, of course, our TV, and it's actually playing jazz music. I really, really love that. I always leave resort TV on the whole time, so that's staying on here. We've got our 2 queen beds, and on them is a little note from housekeeping. Our hope is that your room feels welcoming and adds to the amazing memories you will create here. Thank you for choosing Disney's Port Orleans French Quarter Resort. You're welcome, housekeeping team. But yeah, we've got our 2 queen beds here. Nice little wallpaper in the back, but it is just your typical, again, your typical Disney room. We've got this big, giant, very long kind of dresser here with a ton of drawers. Of course, our mini fridge, a fancy one that's clear on the outside. Arguably my favorite part of the room, though, is this little corner here. I mean, yes, it is just painted, is that wood? Plastic? But I don't know, it just adds a little bit of character to the room, I feel. You've got all the white walls, and then you've just got a little character in the corner, if you will. I love this touch. Next to our second bed here, we've got some more artwork. I'm trying to sneak by. What's her name? Lottie? Is that it? Lottie throwing up more beads. I don't know, I really like the art in this room. You know how like when you stay at Art of Animation, whether it's in the mermaid rooms or the Cars or the Lion King or the Nemo suites, it's just too overdone and kind of tacky and in your face. I feel the same way about the royal rooms over at Riverside, where they have just like these corny like princess paintings and stuff all over the walls. It's just so, it's too much for me. I think the room decor in here is just very tasteful, very light touches, and I really love this room. I love what they've done with the place. Previously, the rooms were not the best here. They were definitely very dated, and it just seems more bright and welcoming in these new ones, but we still have to check out the bathroom. The most important part of the room, right? So we've got 2 sinks right here. Over here, we've got some little cubby spaces for your products, a little closet hanging area with a safe, a full-length mirror, so you can do your little fit checks and get ready with me's here, and then our toilet and our shower. And I believe all the moderate resorts used to have like a tub, but I guess they no longer do. They took them out here, and this is a really nice shower, actually. It's very nice and bright in here. I don't know, I'm digging the new space. Obviously, of course, we've got the now Disney branded H2O products nailed to the wall, so no one's coming home with me today. But it's a pretty nice space. Okay, I just came over here to show off this door, and the handle is broken off. So I'll have to give them a call and let them know so they could come fix this, because I don't want it to be broken for the next person. But yeah, we've got a faulty door here. How's this already broken? I think these rooms only just opened like a month ago. But you guys know how much I love a good view, especially from a hotel room. There's nothing cozier than waking up in the morning to a beautiful view. And wait until I show you guys our view from the room. Oh, beautiful parking lot view. So no good view this time around, but lucky for me, if I walk just down a couple steps, we do have an amazing view of the river and the Sasagula boats going by to like Disney Springs and stuff. I don't see one going by now, but oh, we're right by the dock where they actually take the boat to Springs. So look at this view from just a couple steps away. So peaceful down here. Didn't someone go skinny dipping in here recently? Oh no, I saw something online about it. But back to the room we go. I want to kind of get settled in, and then we're going to head down and explore the resort. Like I said, I haven't stayed here in so long, so I don't know what all there is to do at this resort. We're definitely going to check it out. But before we do any of that, we need to get some lunch. All right, we have made it down to the food court, the Sasagula Floatworks and Food Factory. And lucky for us, we are just a short walk away staying in Building 1. It's kind of right next to the lobby here. But I did want to let you guys know something, because I went to mobile order, and I know I get this question a lot. Everyone always says, I tried to mobile order the gumbo and the jambalaya, but I couldn't. Yeah, all like the New Orleans specialties, for some reason, are just not available on the app. Like, you just cannot mobile order anything other than like the basic burgers and chicken and pizzas and that kind of thing. For some reason, that's the only thing available on mobile order. I don't know why. But don't worry, you can still order them inside. You just have to wait in a line in there if there is one, which usually they're not. But let's head inside. I'm going to show you all they have to offer and point out some of my favorite things, and then we might try something new today. The Sasagula Floatworks and Food Factory. Like I said, right off the lobby here, there's a menu board with some of the offerings, but again, they're just showing you guys the basic stuff, not all the good stuff. All the good stuff is over back in this corner, all the New Orleans style food, and trust me guys, it is so good here. Some of the other stations, like this one over here, has like burgers. This one over here has more of like entrees and dinners, so they have like chicken, salmon, what is that, smothered beef? That's over there. Here we've got our desserts. Here we've got our pizza and pastas and stuff. But then, like I said, here we've got our gumbo, our jambalaya, a shrimp po' boy, a turkey pimento wrap, an Italian sandwich, a Mediterranean curry chickpea salad, all my favorite stuff right here. Usually I rotate between getting the gumbo and the jambalaya. I think gumbo is like my number one, but I still really love the jambalaya here. But I've been hearing a lot of things recently that I should try something new and try the shrimp and grits, which I've never had here because, like I said, I'm a jumbo loyal person. A jambalaya loyal person when I come here. But I'm kind of in the mood to try something new, so I think I'm gonna get the shrimp and grits this time around. Well guys, there is absolutely no way for me to make this dish here look pretty, but I'm telling you, it smells amazing. This is the shrimp and grits. It has shrimp, grits, smoked ham, veggies, and a Chardonnay cream sauce for $15.29. And at first I saw $15.29 for a quick service meal, and I thought, that's a pretty expensive quick service meal. But then I saw that they are actually cooking this shrimp and grits fresh right in front of you. There's a chef sauteing the veggies in with the shrimp, incorporating all those flavors before he pours in some of that Chardonnay cream sauce and then dumps that all on top of some grits. And like I said, this dish doesn't look pretty, but it smells great, and I'm hoping what it lacks in looks, it makes up for in flavor, and it certainly smells like it's going to. Let's see here. We'll get a little shrimpy, a little sauce, a little grits. Yep, you guys were right. You guys all told me to get this, and I'm glad I finally did. This is absolutely delicious, and it's so hot, it's literally burning my hand off. I feel like this is not your average shrimp and grits. I feel like shrimp and grits is usually not made with a cream sauce, so this is kind of their rendition of shrimp and grits, but let me tell you, it tastes amazing. It almost kind of tastes similar to like a creamy shrimp scampi with that like wine sauce, that white wine sauce. It adds a really great kind of rich flavor, and it all blends in really well with those grits. There are about 10 shrimp on here, and they are all deveined, which is more than I can say about the $36 shrimp pasta that I had the other day at Mama Melrose's, and it's crazy. That was $36. This was $15. This tastes way fresher, tastes way better. There's more shrimp. The shrimp are bigger. I feel like I've been like on a shrimp rampage recently. I had the shrimp po' boy over at Cake Bake Shop. Loved it. Everyone hated on it because it's $35. Then I had the shrimp pasta over at Mama Melrose. It was disgusting. And then now we're on the shrimp and grits. So I've been having a lot of shrimp this week. And they actually do have a shrimp po' boy as well as a beef po' boy in there. I should have got that to compare it to the shrimp po' boy that I had over at the Cake Bake Shop the other day. But man, I am definitely glad I got this shrimp and grits. The little pieces of ham kind of add a nice smokiness in there. You've got the green peppers and the onions. The grits themselves, like on their own, these grits are fantastic. I don't know, guys. Gumbo, jambalaya, and now this. This is like my favorite resort quick service, without a doubt. I think they have the best, the most unique quick service food here. And granted, I've never been to New Orleans, so like I don't know how this compares to actual New Orleans food. So it might not be close, but as someone who has never been, and if we're just talking flavor, the flavor in the food here at Sassagoula, 10 out of 10. Well, now that we've had our lunch, the next thing I would usually do is go get my cookies and cream beignets. But since we are staying here, I figured I'd save it for dessert later tonight. I want to kind of show you guys a couple more places around the resort, starting with the lobby. There is something crazy in the lobby right now. As soon as I walked in, when I was checking in earlier, I walked past all of these pumpkins and I stopped dead in my tracks and started laughing so hard when I saw this one. Around Halloween, a lot of the resorts here at Disney World have like a cast member pumpkin painting competition or a pumpkin decorating contest here. And we have to vote for our favorite pumpkin created by cast members here at the resort. Oh, yep, we still have time to vote. Oh my gosh. Well, there are some really good ones here other than the beignet. We have Ursula. This one's quite impressive. We have Madame Leota here. We have a little Miguel one. What is this one in this box? Oh, this is serious. Where's the pumpkin? Did like actually someone take the pumpkin? Because I thought that was the pumpkin at first, but it's not. Okay, I don't see this Snow White pumpkin. We have Maleficent over here. Maleficent candy apple. That one's pretty funny, but I mean, come on. This is the cookie and cream beignet in pumpkin form. Like I am so beyond obsessed with this. Like, I actually want to take this home. Like, if they were auctioning this off, I would try and win this one. Like, it looks exactly like it. You've got like the cookies and cream powdered sugar dust, and then they have the marshmallow drizzle on there in like the exact colors in a very similar looking bowl. Like, this is seriously too good. A+. I know who's getting my vote. How do I vote? Okay, I figured it out. We have to scan this QR code here. See what it brings me to. Slow service here. Start now. Most creative. This is winning in all categories, guys. I can't not vote for this in all categories. Submit. Bam. Guys, I am not even kidding you. When I saw that pumpkin, it seriously made my day. Like, I think it is so hilarious. And like I said, so spot on. It's too good. I'm really happy now that I stayed here so I could come and check out this pumpkin, because seriously, it has made my day. It looks like they've also got some Halloween activities going on here. This is only on the 31st, so the day of this video dropping, they have all of these different Halloween activities that you can participate in. They're actually gonna do trick-or-treating, a trick-or-treat trail at 7 o'clock. Okay, and I think on the other side here, we've got all of the like everyday recreation and kind of different things that you could do at the resort. They have the movie Under the Stars. I know that's a popular one. Ooh, a mosaic class. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm not here on the right day though, but they have all those kind of different things, different activities you could do here at the resort. We're just kind of walking by the pool here. There's a really cool, is it a dragon slide? But a lot of people are enjoying that. But I want to show you guys one of the other like major amenities and major perks to staying at either Port Orleans French Quarter or Port Orleans Riverside. And of course, I am talking about the boat service. Now, they have a boat that picks you up here at French Quarter, and you could take it over to Disney Springs. So that's really convenient. If you wanted to go have dinner or go shopping over at Springs, you've got just a short boat ride away, and it'll take you right over there, so you don't have to hop on a bus. Now, aside from all of that, there is still one other thing I want to check out for you guys. They actually have a pool bar here at the French Quarter. I've actually never even seen it or never been to this bar in my life before. I would assume it's inside the pool deck somewhere. So I figured since we're staying here, it's a perfect time to go check it out. I honestly don't even know where it is, so we're gonna be on this mission together to find it. Ah, perfect. It looks like it's just outside of the pool deck, which is perfect because I don't like filming in pool areas. So, wow, this is actually a pretty nice bar. Okay, Mardi Grogs. I totally did not see this coming, but outside of drinks, this pool bar actually has a couple of food offerings. They have a roasted turkey and pimento cheese wrap, a Cajun chicken salad, Mediterranean curry chickpea salad, charcuterie, hot Cajun boiled peanuts, and Mickey pretzel, and chips. So nothing crazy, but more than I expected. But besides all of that food, of course, they have a ton of beverages, and there's one in particular that caught my eye. The frozen Irish coffee. This is a frozen blend of Jameson Irish whiskey with coffee liqueur and freshly brewed Joffrey's coffee for $17.50. It also looks like there's maybe some like little chocolate bits on the top. I don't know. I was so surprised to see this on the menu, and you guys know I am an espresso martini connoisseur, so this had to be purchased. Surprisingly strong. I like it. It's like a coffee milkshake with alcohol in it, kind of similar to the frozen Viking coffee that you could get over from the Norway Pavilion in Epcot. Just a little less chocolatey, and I think more strong, honestly. We're trying new things today, guys. First time at Mardi Grogs, first time trying the shrimp and grits. And I gotta say, I am a fan of both. I am especially a fan of this beautiful weather. The end of October here in Orlando has just been so nice. It's so comfortable outside, nice breeze, nice and sunny. Enjoying a coffee beverage here. Staying at Port Orleans, gonna get cookies and cream beignets later. What could get better than this? Well, now that we are done with our beverage, I kind of want to head back up to the room and relax a little while we can. You know, usually I come to Port Orleans and I'm just hanging out outside. So I feel like while I can, I gotta enjoy the room as well. And I'm kind of walking by a bit of construction. Not all of the rooms have been refurbished yet. Like I said, I was supposed to stay in one of the unrefurbished rooms. So I'm not sure how many buildings have been refurbished and haven't yet. But yeah, they're still doing some construction. I expect it to be done fairly soon. I don't know. As I'm sitting here trying to relax, you know what's really crazy? how they don't let you stream YouTube videos on the TV. You're able to, like, it's a smart TV, so you could cast your phone onto it. But they blocked YouTube for some reason. So, I guess I'm gonna watch, I might change over to Disney Plus. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch Princess and the Frog. I feel like I probably should, right? How do we do this here? Well, I guess this is a good thing to settle on. It's on theme. We're staying at Tiana's hotel. So we might as well watch Princess and the Frog. And I haven't seen this in forever, so it all works out. All right, folks, our relaxing time is over. I was able to get a reservation over at Boatwrights, which is the sit-down restaurant at the other side of the resort at Port Orleans Riverside. And I've got to make my way over there. I have about less than 20 minutes to do so. I'm not quite sure how long this walk is about to be, so I'm going to start a timer here so I can let you guys know how long it takes me to walk here from French Quarter to Riverside, so we'll see. I'm just following the river here along French Quarter, and I passed this building here again. It's right by the pool, and it's kind of covered up. It looks like it used to be some type of bar or snack stand of sorts. Can anyone let me know what this used to be? It's like completely covered, and it doesn't look like there's anything inside. But what did this used to be here? I don't know. Passing by the boats, but we gotta get a move on it here, guys. Well, it's been about 10 minutes. We've made it here, and I'm realizing it's gonna be a little bit more difficult getting back over to French Quarter. I think there's a horse behind me. Yep. There's a horse carriage coming up behind me. But we're almost at Boatwrights. We have made it with a few minutes to spare over to Boatwrights, which is located over here at the Port Orleans Riverside Resort. It is the only sit-down restaurant throughout both sides of Port Orleans. There is no sit-down restaurant over at French Quarter, and in the spirit of not dining at the same quick service restaurant for lunch, dinner, and breakfast tomorrow, I figured I'd take a nice stroll over here. It's such a beautiful, beautiful night out, so I figured it was the perfect time to come over here. I have done a full review on this restaurant already, so it's not going to be too in-depth, but I'm going to get a couple of things, maybe something new. I'm not really sure yet. Let's take a look over the menu. On top, we've got the featured cocktails, which are a bourbon peach tea and a hurricane. There are only 4 appetizers on the menu. I think there used to be more. I don't know. Last time I was here, I feel like there were more. We only have pimento cheese fritters, French onion soup, a jambalaya farro salad, and some Louisiana barbecue shrimp. Moving on down to the entrees, the most popular thing that most people get here is the Taste of the Bayou All You Care to Enjoy platter, which is basically a bunch of like barbecue food and stuff. There's some ribs, crispy chicken, sausage, brisket, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, and you get all you care to enjoy for $37. So that's definitely a really, really good deal if you're in the mood for a lot of food. They have a seafood boil, I believe that's new, some plant-based red beans and rice, some Boatwrights jambalaya, grilled or blackened salmon. They also have crispy chicken, shrimp and grits, and a roasted prime rib. Down here they have some enhancements that you could add to your meal: Louisiana grilled shrimp, fried okra, or red beans and rice. Before we get to ordering any of our food, they did actually just bring out the starter that everyone gets, which is some cornbread. I love that they give you cornbread here, but if I'm remembering correctly, they used to put the butter in the shape of a Mickey, the honey butter. Now it's just in a cup. What happened to the Mickey? I just love cornbread, and when a restaurant starts you off with some cornbread, they're doing it right. The bread is so hot that the butter is like just melting right into it. So delicious, perfectly sweet. The outside, especially that end corner piece that I got, nice and crispy. Not too dry. It is a little dry, but not super dry. It tastes exactly like the one they serve at Hoop-Dee-Doo. I love cornbread, and that's one of the reasons I really enjoy Boatwrights. Well, to go along with my cornbread, I did decide to get the French onion soup. This has Gruyere and caramelized onions in a rich sherry beef broth with a toasted crouton for $10. Believe it or not, Boatwrights has one of my favorite French onion soups on property. It's such an unassuming spot, but it's really, really good here. Super cheesy as always. There's never any lack of cheese in here, and this broth is so rich. I can see the color of it. It's so dark and it just looks so good. Oh yeah, that broth, too good. It's almost like peppery, but like I said, it is just so rich. There is absolutely no lack of cheese here, and there's plenty of cheese that kind of fried around the edges of the bowl, which I always love. Great amount of cheese, great amount of bread, great amount of onions. It's honestly just like the perfect French onion soup. Now, as far as the menu goes for entrees, I do see a couple of change-ups, a couple of new things on the menu since I last dined here. But I decided to go with the same thing that I got last time, except it's served totally different. Now, if you look at the menu, it says grilled salmon, but if you look right down there, it says blackened upon request. And I love a blackened salmon, so that's what I decided to go with. This has blackened salmon and shrimp with a sherry cream sauce, mushroom and thyme rice, and seasonal veggies for $30. Just from the looks of this dish, this doesn't look like blackened salmon. It just looks like regular old grilled salmon. So I don't know, maybe they gave me the wrong one, but I'm gonna try it out. So I guess this is the blackened salmon. Okay, the salmon, nice and moist, honestly, cooked perfectly. However, this is no blackened salmon. This has such minimal blackening and seasoning on it. And I guess she told me that they kind of cut back on the amount of seasonings. People were complaining that it was too spicy. But I feel like you should maybe be able to pick like a spice level. Because when I order blackened salmon, I want blackened salmon. I don't want grilled salmon. So I feel like you should be able to say, yes, do it up with all the blackened seasoning and stuff. But yeah, they really cut back and it just tastes like grilled salmon, which is a good cut of salmon. It's a really large piece. And like I said, it's really flaky and moist, really cooked perfectly, but it's just missing all that blackened seasoning. Now for this mushroom and thyme rice, I could smell it. This mushroom scent is very strong and it's not smelling great. Yeah, that is awful, that mushroom thyme rice. Unfortunately, the rest of the dish is really good. I just don't enjoy that. So I wonder if you could kind of switch up the side, maybe get red beans and rice underneath, or just plain rice or mashed potatoes, something. I would get anything other than this rice. It's weird because some of the rice is like super overcooked and mushy, and then there's other pieces that like are crunchy and not fully cooked. I don't know, maybe it's just like the sprigs of thyme that I'm chewing on, but it's not pleasant to eat. Also, the flavor, there is way too much thyme and like artificial mushroom flavor in there. Really not a fan of that at all. We've got some green beans that look like they have a lot of butter on them. Nice and crunchy, not mushy. So yeah, the dish is great. It's just that rice that I am really not a fan of. Well, that was a nice, quick little dinner. I think I said it in my last review, and I'll say it again. Boatwrights, a little bit of an underrated spot. I always enjoy going there. If I was staying at this resort, I'd say go there for dinner one night. If I was staying at another resort and didn't have a car, I'd probably skip it. But if I had a car, I don't know, I might consider coming over here, going to Boatwrights for dinner, getting beignets afterwards, which is exactly what I am going to do. But before I head back to French Quarter and get beignets, I want to talk to you guys about one of the other dining options here on the Riverside side of things. Just off the lobby here at Riverside, you will find the River Roost. It's a lounge. There's some nice tables, chairs. They serve some light bites and stuff on the menu, obviously some drinks. There is a full bar here. And then on certain days, they also have live performances by Yeehaw Bob up there on the stage. And if you've ever been, you know it can get crazy. But coming to see Yeehaw Bob is a good time. And again, if you're staying at Port Orleans, I feel like it's something that you should definitely check out. But what I want to check out are these pumpkins right over here. So each resort kind of has their own pumpkin decorating contest. And we obviously saw the ones over at French Quarter. But here are the ones here at Riverside. We've got a spooky apple. What is that? That's from Inside Out. It's Anxiety, I think. I don't know. Ooh, this one is really pretty here with the lights. Okay, the twinkling lights. That's impressive. This is a fake pumpkin. Oh, they're all fake pumpkins over here. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, we've got Jack Skellington, and we've got another Inside Out. I mean, Inside Out was a popular movie, so a lot of Inside Outs this year. Oh, I almost forgot one. Haunted Mansion, Push If You Dare. Oh my God, do they have an actual, like... Oh my gosh. The Doom Buggies moved. Do you guys see this? Okay, engineering made it. That makes sense. I was like, who the heck could make this? But yeah, that makes sense. That is sick. Isn't that just so cool? It's such a nice little Halloween-y touch that they put on all the resorts. I believe all of the resorts do this. So if you're ever here at the resorts during Halloween, take a look in the lobbies and you might be able to find some of those decorated pumpkins. I did submit my votes for the Twinkling Lights Tiana one and then of course the Haunted Mansion one. I mean, how can you not? But now it is time to head back over to French Quarter. We're gonna make our way back. And it's the moment you've all been waiting for. And honestly, the moment that I have been waiting for as well. But also dreading, because it's gonna be my last time having cookies and cream beignets for the year. We're gonna have to wait another like 12 months before we get them again. Oh, I'm not ready for them to leave. I might shed a tear. As you're walking back to your resort, make sure you watch out for any unwanted guests in the middle of the walkway. Huh, this guy. Is this guy the culprit of those acts down there? Those devious acts? Scat Cats Club Cafe. It is finally time. My final ghoulish beignets. As happy as I am to eat them, so sad. I just picked up my beignets and it had to be done. Like how, I cannot get over this pumpkin. I really cannot. Here it is. My final order of ghoulish beignets. Nice and warm. Extra frosting on the side. As always. I feel like we should sing a sad song. Not that. Okay, what can we sing? What's a sad song we could sing?
My Heart Will Go On from Titanic.
Oh yeah, I'm here with Ryan and Isabel, by the way. So we're trying to think. I could say, okay, that Hannah Montana song. Me and my roommates used to sing it. Yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moments I'll always remember. I think I like sing it out of order, but that's how I feel right now.
You're gonna get copyright strike.
It sounds so spot on. You're right. Watch this glorious, glorious dunk. The beignets burning my hand. It is quite warm. My final first bite. I will cancel my annual pass if they don't bring these cookies and cream beignets back next year. And I will also cancel my annual pass if they make such awful ones for the winter and the spring season. One of you can have my other one. I only want two. But the other specialty beignets that they make, there's just no competition whatsoever. They had like hot chocolate ones for winter and they were so bad. And then they had Bananas Foster ones for like Mardi Gras season, and those were even worse. So they should just make these an all-year thing, or just bring other flavors just as good as this. Because that's the thing, they set the bar so high with these, and then the other ones have to match it, and they just, I don't know if they ever could.
Or just sell them at Harbor House, right next to Haunted Mansion.
All right, Ryan. First and final bite of a cookies and cream beignet of 2024. How do you feel?
I like turtles. It's good. It's good. I was a hater last year. Not a hater. I was just it's fine. But I did drive all the way here just for this. So.
Sad, sad times here at Port Orleans French Quarter. My final beignets of the season. But I am so happy that so many of you guys got to try them out this year in 2024. A lot of you guys saw them in my videos. I keep ranting and raving about them, of course. So I don't think I got like a single piece of bad feedback about the beignets. I don't think anyone dislikes them. It's impossible to dislike those cookies and cream beignets. So if you tried them out, thanks for trying them out and listening to me, because they are so good. But my final ones of 2024, unless I wake up tomorrow morning, get them for breakfast.
Yeah. Or are you gonna eat all three?
Had to be done. You knew I couldn't have that be my last. But for real, guys, this is it. This is the last one for real this time. I'm not coming back tomorrow. Well, that just had to be done. Last night I had no plans of doing that. But then I was with my friends and she's like, you want to go get them in the morning? And I was like, I can't resist. Let's do it. And usually when I like stay at a Disney resort, I say you have to end your stay with Mickey waffles in the morning. And usually that's the case. But when you stay at Port Orleans, you have to end your stay with Mickey beignets in the morning. That's kind of the equal trade-off here. You gotta do it. You gotta do the beignets for breakfast. But just in case you didn't want beignets for breakfast, you could also, of course, come over to the quick service restaurant and get a bunch of breakfast foods here. We have like a couple more minutes left of breakfast, so I'm gonna grab something and kind of show you guys around. Not really anything New Orleans style here for breakfast or anything crazy, but they've got pancakes over here. They've got the waffle bounty platter here, the classic, of course, Mickey-shaped waffles. Over here, you can get all your pastries, croissants, cinnamon rolls. Here are the omelets. They also have a vegetable breakfast quesadilla. I wish they did a regular non-plant-based breakfast quesadilla because I love breakfast quesadillas. Spoiler alert, I did decide to go with an omelet. And then over here, they have those loaded tacho bowls that they kind of rolled out at every resort. Who remembers when the breakfast wasn't all streamlined to be the exact same thing at every resort? Because I'm pretty sure they now have ever since they brought that tacho bowl, they just have that at every single resort now, and it's all the same. I feel like the quick service breakfast used to be a little bit more tailored to each resort, if you will. Now they're kind of all boring and the same, but I did get the Western omelet here. Smell a lot of peppers and onions. It looks like there's more peppers and onions in this omelet than there is eggs. So nothing that exciting going on here for breakfast, but I always need to chase my sweets. Oh my God, it's windy. My bag's flying away. I always need to chase my sweets with some savory for breakfast. I can't do all sweet. I need a good mix of both. And I wanted to show you guys the breakfast, so this works out. We've got an omelet now. Cut ourselves off a piece. Oh, nice little cheese pull on the omelet. A lot of cheddar in here. $10.99 for an omelet, not awful. Pretty much all the quick service breakfast prices are about $10.99 for everything, except the bounty platter with all the stuff is a little bit more. But it just tastes like an under-seasoned omelet. Just needs some salt and pepper and then it'd be good. I wish I grabbed some salt and pepper. I only grabbed ketchup, so I'll be using a lot of that. Well, that is going to do it for our little spooky staycation here at Port Orleans French Quarter. I had such a great time. We were able to explore so many of the food offerings. There's one thing I left out, which is Scat Cat's Lounge, and that's because it wasn't a weekend. If you weren't aware, the lounge right next to where you get the beignets, they actually have a jazz club, and on weekends, they have a live jazz band that is amazing. They have some light bites, some drinks in there as well. I always love stopping in. It's one of my go-to lounges here at Disney World, but they only have the jazz band on the weekends, so on the weekdays I usually don't go, and it is a weekday, so I skipped out this trip. But if you're staying here on a weekend, go check out Scat Cat's Lounge. But other than that, we pretty much checked out every single food spot and lounge at this resort, at both here at French Quarter and at Riverside. And I love Riverside too, don't get me wrong, but French Quarter is where it's at for me. And staying here so close to Halloween was really, really fun. Halloween is actually tomorrow, so the day that you guys are seeing this video, it is Halloween. So happy Halloween. I hope everyone has a great holiday. But thank you guys so much for hanging with me. Thank you to all of my Patreon subscribers for supporting the channel. If you want to see more honest Disney food reviews, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.